Oi oi people, Silky here, and you're listening to the Lifer Musician Podcast, a podcast exploring the minds of creatives who've dedicated their lives to pursuing a career in music. The Lifer Musician Podcast is brought to you by Hookings Management, my artist services company that empowers our fellow DIY musicians to grow a monetised fan base without a record label. On today's episode, I'm flying solo. I'm going to be talking about the main method I use to build my band Death of Guitar Pop's fan base DIY, and how I also apply this method to help other independent musicians build their fan bases through the work I do for my artist services company Hookings Management. If you're an independent artist that's looking to grow their fan base, then this is the episode for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the main method I use to help musicians build a fan base online is paid ads on Facebook and Instagram. The basic principles of this is I use the detailed targeting options in Meta Ads Manager to target people that are specifically into artists that are a similar style to the artist that I'm marketing. If you go into the ads section of a campaign setup, you'll find the detailed targeting options where you can target Facebook and Instagram users based on their interests. This is where you can type in names of other artists, genres, and anything else that might be related to the artist's brand, so that you can create a focused niche demographic of people to serve your music ads to. So for example, in the case of my own band, Death of Guitar Pop, we are a two-tone ska revival band, so I'll select artists like Madness and The Specials, and also pick ska as a music genre interest. Another example would be the Britpop influenced indie guitar band that I work for, the Bracknell. For them, we'll target bands like Oasis, The Verve and Kasabian. There are four main types of ads that we find to be the most effective for this style of marketing. The first is a music video ad on Facebook that's conversion goal is video views. With this style of ad, I market the full-length music video as a Facebook newsfeed post, and the copy has some kind of clickbaity reference to the bands and genre we're targeting the fans of. To give you an example of this, here's the copy we use to market Death of Guitar Pop's Rickety Old Train music video to a brand new audience. Do you like ska music? We are a two-tone revival band inspired by Madness and The Specials. Here is our debut single, Rickety Old Train. Enjoy. And here's another example of an ad copy that we use to market the Bracknell's music video, I Don't Understand It, to a brand new audience. Fan of Oasis, The Verve, Kasabian? These bands are a huge inspiration to us. Give this tune a go, we might just be your new favourite band. The second type of ad is essentially the equivalent of this on Instagram newsfeed. I've found two main differences between Facebook and Instagram when marketing this type of ad to a new cold audience. And these are that a full music video is too long form for Instagram content. The platform has become a lot more about short form consumption since it introduced Instagram Reels. Rather than marketing a full length music video, I'll either market a 1 to 2 minute clip of a single music video, or maybe a show reel of different song clips with accompanying music video live and BTS footage. Another big difference between these Facebook and Instagram fan growth ads is when people are scrolling Facebook newsfeed, they will read the ad copy in the post text that sat above the creative before they consider watching the video. On Instagram, it's the opposite. When someone is scrolling the newsfeed, they will see photos and videos first, and likely only read the post text if the visual content grabs their attention enough to further engage with the post. What I do to troubleshoot this, so that people see our clickbaity copy first, is I frame the video in a more portrait style of 4:5 aspect ratio and create a text caption top border within the actual video asset, so when someone is scrolling they see the ad copy that name checks a lot of the stuff we know that they are already into in bold letters first. In my experience, they're far more likely to check out the video this way. We sometimes also include a bottom text border to fit more ad copy in. Here's an example of an ad copy we use to market a 2-minute clip of our client Laurie Wright's music video West End Lover to British indie guitar music fans on Instagram. Laurie's managed to get some amazing endorsements from the likes of Liam Gallagher and Cole Barrett, so we've utilised quotes from them for the ad copy, targeting fans of Liam Gallagher, Oasis and the Libertines. The top border says, I've heard him, I like him, Liam Gallagher, and the bottom border copy says, the next big thing, Cole Barrett. Oi oi people, Silky here. I hope you're enjoying the episode. I just wanted to take a short break to tell you about a fantastic mastering service I recently used for my band Death of Guitar Guitar Pop's forthcoming album, Be Lucky. Jake from Decent Mastering was a joy to work with from start to finish, and we're so happy with how the final masters of our songs are sounding. Jake is currently offering an incredibly fair pay-what-you-want mastering service to all independent musicians. So if you're an unsigned artist that's on a budget, be sure to hit up Jake for a great service at an affordable rate. Check out decentmastering.com for more info. Whilst we're on the subject of extremely useful services for independent musicians, I've got to tell you about another great company that Death of Guitar Pop has had the pleasure in dealing with recently, and that's TMT Band Merch. These guys have supplied us outstanding quality merchandise at a very reasonable rate for events like our Australian tour, our big headline show at London's Electric Ballroom, and throughout festival season this summer, helping us serve our loyal fan base with pucker merchandise whilst making money as a DIY band in the process. TMT Band Merch understand budget can be tight for smaller artists and offer special discounted rates for DIY musicians. I have to say their customer service has been incredible, and will continue to use them for the foreseeable future for all of Death of Guitar Pop's merch needs. If you want high quality band merch at a cheap price with fast turnaround times, go to tmtbandmerch.co.uk and tell them Silky sent ya. Now, let's get back to the podcast. The third main type of ad we use is my personal favourite, as it involves recouping the advertising costs from the get-go, and it's called a free plus shipping product ad. This is where you offer the fan a free product, usually a signed CD, album or EP, and all you ask in return is that they cover the postage and packing costs and sign up to your mailing list. So the RRP on the actual record is on the house, and the fan just pays a flat fee for postage and packing. We found some of these ads to be profitable from the get-go, but even if you're not making a profit on these discounted products, you may at the very least be recouping a lot of money towards your advertising costs, and even more importantly, you're building a monetized mailing list of new fans that can be recontacted with more new music and products, and many of these fans could go on to become super fans that spend an average of £100 per year on your products, such as a concert ticket, a t-shirt, a vinyl and fan club membership. I usually use a 30-second to 1-minute promo video to advertise the free CD product, and have so far found Facebook newsfeed placement to be the highest performing ad placement for this method. I recently launched this style of ad for a band called Holy Coes, and it's been creating profitable growth for the band from the get-go. They've so far spent £95 on ads and have sold 171 free plus shipping albums at £3.95 per sale. The campaign objective that I've selected is traffic, optimising for link clicks, and I'm targeting the fan bases of artists such as Arcade Fire, M83, Elbow and Doves with this ad copy. Fan of Arcade Fire, M83, Elbow, Doves? They're artists that have inspired us. Grab a free signed CD copy of our album, and then there's some further copy on the grey button text that says we are giving away free signed CDs, grab one. Up until recently, I was using this free plus shipping product method to purely retarget what's called a warm audience, which in this case is people who have already watched a full music video ad of the artist on Facebook or Instagram. So they will therefore be potentially warmed up enough to the point of buying a CD directly from that same artist they already watched a full ad of. However, lately I'm finding that going to the wider cold audience that I'd previously first target a music video with a product offer straight out the gates is proving to be really successful for some artists, and it's cutting out a lot of those initial advertising costs of warming the audience up before going for a purchase. You can create a warm audience of video viewers to retarget within the audiences section of Meta Ads Manager. The final main type of ad I use to win new fans is another game changer, as if you're successful, not only will it introduce your music to tons of new people, but some of those new people will buy tickets to your show. I've found that video ads that promote individual live shows to a cold audience on Facebook newsfeed can be very lucrative for both new fan growth and ticket sales. An example of how I do this for my own band Death of Guitar Pop is choosing the campaign objective traffic within the Meta Ads Manager and optimizing for link clicks. In the detailed targeting section, I select all our relevant affinity artists in the ska genre as interests, and then as a location for the ad demographic, I select the city the show is in plus a 30-mile radius. That way we know our ad will be served to people interested in our type of music that live in the area of the show. The video ad name checks the city and genre of music and is essentially a show reel of live footage with clips of studio versions of songs throughout. Here's the full copy text that's used in the video ad asset. London, two-tone ska is back. The biggest ska party since the early days of the specials and madness is here. Death of Guitar Pop Live. Saturday the 18th of March, the Electric Ballroom, Camden Town. Tickets are selling fast. Click the link posted with this video to book now because ska is the bollocks. These ads not only drive ticket sales to new people that are into our scene that hadn't previously heard of our band, but they also drive loads of general awareness for our music, so even if they're not going to buy a ticket straight away, they may go and punch our name into Spotify or YouTube and become a fan. Plus, we'll also be able to retarget them in a video view audience, offering them things like a free plus shipping CD product and hopefully getting the customer conversion later down the line as a result of this initial tour ad. So there you have it, 4 great strategies for growing your fan base through paid Facebook and Instagram ads. I hope you found this episode useful, and don't forget, if you'd like some free one-on-one advice from me on how to market and monetize your music independently, then you can book a free 1-hour video call with me for some free advice on your career. DM me on Insta at hookins_management or email info@hookinsmanagement.com for more info. Nice one.